Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos, but I also do others like the bullet journal setup you're about to see here. Here, you know that I've been talking about doing a bullet journal for 2021. It's something that I've done in years past, and I finally decided just to get everything together, all my thoughts together, and set up this beautiful Archer and Olive journal. I love the color so much, but I have to be honest, I actually ordered the wrong one. So I wanted white pages because I'm used to that. And Archer and Olive makes great journals with very, very stark white pages that make all the colors pop, and it's really nice to work with. But I actually ordered Kraft paper and I don't hate it. I thought I was going to, but actually I'm finding out that I really like it and that the colors still pop and it still looks really nice in my opinion. So I'm going to share with you how I started to set up the year and then subsequently how I set up January. And I've already gotten into it with putting some of my notes. So I'll let you know what my future plans are for this, but it's all kind of related, the whole organization, goal setting, and finances. So I wanted to make sure that this was a part of my channel and a part of my journey, especially this year when my goals have kind of shifted a bit and my plans have shifted a bit. So I wanted to make sure that this was part of it so you guys see the big picture. But again, if you're interested in how I did it, just keep watching. This is the Archer and Olive journal, and it has this really adorable little like a bookmark, and it has their little fob on it, which is just the ampersand. It's really cute, a nice detail. These aren't the cheapest notebooks, so I do justify it because the paper quality is so awesome. So I really like it, and it's very functional. And again, with the paper quality, that's something that's really important to me because I don't like spending a lot of time on creating a spread and, you know, writing out all of the text or figures or doodles or whatever it may be, and then have it bleed through or shadow on the next page. So that is important to me. Again, this is what the paper looks like up close, and you can see that it is a very faint dot grid. Still easy to see. I can see it, you know, just fine. I do have to wear readers now, but that doesn't really change anything. I can see just as well as I would on the white pages, to be honest. So this has, I believe, you know what, I don't know how many pages this has. This is just my pen test in the back. I really wanted to see how some of my colors would look on this, and also for reference, because as I am working in this and I'm contemplating on a color to choose, I want to be able to look back and see how it actually looks against the Kraft paper, and sometimes that influences my choice. So this is 160 GSM weight paper, which is just a pleasure to work with. It is so beautiful and durable, and there is no shadowing, there is, you know, no ghosting, no nothing, and it just makes it so satisfying because when you do, you know, your layout, whether you're using Tombos or Staedtlers or even Sharpie pens or anything like that, you flip the page and it's like it never happened. So it's really nice. So I didn't put my name or anything like that on here, but I did create a 2021 kind of cover page. And you're gonna see a lot of doodles that are leaves or plants or something very simple throughout the journal, because I'm not the greatest doodler, and I do like to have some kind of, even though I want this journal to be super minimalistic, it's not. I want it to have some kind of decoration, and this is just kind of my go-to because it's easy for me to do. So I have kind of like this vine, these leaves that are on vines going through here, and the white was done with a jelly roll pen in a number 10 tip or 1.0, but I think it just says 10. So this is my future log. This is on 2 pages just because I wanted to have room down here to actually write some of the important dates and things like this, but this is how I set it up across the top. And again, I really like how the Kraft paper looks against these colors, especially. It's kind of like a gold and a green, and I just continued that on to the next page. So I'm super happy with the way this turned out. I like that I don't have really like finished boxes around all these dates. It's kind of open and it looks a little bit more airy, and it looks like it has a little bit more room to breathe than previous setups that I've done. So here I have my quarterly goals for 2021, and I want to lose 15 pounds, plan for any owed taxes. So if you guys have been here for my budgeting journey, you know that that is something that we may be facing in 2021. Our basement project to be completely finished. I want to upload 2 YouTube videos a week, downsize my clothing, wardrobe, read 5 books, and buy 3 Christmas gifts. So I'm doing things a little bit different this year, where I have saved a Christmas club plan, a sinking fund for that in the past. I'm still going to go through with that, but I would like to buy things that will still be relevant come Christmas this year. So I think it'll just be a little bit easier. I have some things in mind already, but this is just 1 quarter. So I've divided the quarters into 4 parts, January through March, then April through June, July through September, and October through December. So my ultimate goal is to lose 60 pounds. So I've divided that up. As you can see, that's the only goal that I have migrated to every single quarter. I divide that up into 15 pounds per quarter. So that's 5 pounds a month. So we'll see how I do with it. I'm not making this any kind of like health or weight loss journey video, but I just wanted to explain why I had that already written in the subsequent quarters. So here is my setup for the books that I've read this year and the movies that I've seen. Now I'm planning on this journal at least lasting me until the end of June. That seems to be the average for most people who are doing weekly setups in a bullet journal. So, you know, maybe an average of 2 bullet journals per year, but I don't like the idea of necessarily starting, how can I put it? I don't like the idea of a bullet journal going past December 31st into the next year, even though some people are okay with that. For some reason, new year, new start just seems better to me, at least for me personally. So I am planning on this. I'm trying to plot this out so it lasts 6 months and my next one can last 6 months. So that's what I have down for that. So here is my 2021 mood tracker, and I have all 12 months on here and up to 31 days. So as you can see, I actually you know, did the right amount of days per the month. And then here are the different moods that I'm going to be tracking. Now this seems like something that it may be a little bit extra or something that you might not need in your journal. Not everybody is that, you know, I guess introspective on what's going on with them, maybe emotionally or mentally. But for me, especially after passing through 2020 and some of the challenges that I faced, I found this to be really, really helpful. And also looking back on it to help me kind of address what I was feeling and what I can do about it moving forward. So I was bullet journaling in 2020. I just wasn't doing videos on it, but I figured this was a great time to show a fresh start. So I'm tracking a great mood, a good mood, neutral, depressed, bad, or just anxiety, just plain old anxiety. So I am really anxious to see how this all fills up over the course of however long this journal lasts me and what all the different colors reflect for me personally. So here is my January page all ready to go. And then here is my month on 2 pages. So if you are familiar with, what is it? You guys know the planner I'm talking about. Oh my gosh, I am drawing so many blanks lately. It's so sad. Not the Hobonichi, but I just had one last year. Anyways, I can't think of it, but this is very similar in style to that layout. So you're using almost every single, you know, spare inch of this page and including all of the dot grid. So I wanted to make this as large as possible so the squares or the boxes for each date were as large as possible, and that gives me just more writing room, which I really enjoy. I love to see a month on 2 pages, and I love seeing the whole month plotted out, no matter how much information I can get on there or not, but I really like looking at that. And then here I have my sinking funds for January. Now this is something that I guess I'm going to end up having to recreate for all the months, which isn't that big of a deal. It's not really that complicated, but the reason why I'm going to have to do that is because I put this within the month of January instead of putting it prior to design-wise. So I have my sinking fund for emergency started here, and then I'm starting over with my savings and Christmas fund. And I'll be talking about that and where I'm at with that and what my plans are for that in my budgeting videos. And then here, this is my January sleep tracker. So I have up to 12 hours listed here. And then I have January 1st through 16th, and then 17th through 31st. And then I will be doing kind of graph style about, you know, how much sleep that I'm getting. And here we're moving on into the first week, which only consisted of, on the calendar, January 1st, 2nd, and I did up to the 3rd because I want all my new weeks to start out with Monday. So I put all my information here, things that I'm thinking about. Here's what I'm currently reading. Things that I'd like to accomplish in January. I just use it on this page just because I had to fill this page, because the next week I started out and I wanted to have 7 days on here, beginning Monday the 4th and ending Sunday the 10th. I also have a little calendar up here, and I kind of messed up there, and that bothers me, but it's okay. And then my water here, and I haven't tracked any water for today yet, but I'll be doing that. And then this is how I have moved on with the same style for the rest of the weeks in January. So I just kind of gave it a little shadowing, you know, underneath, just a slight bit of color. I started to do these little really just super easy designs just to give it a little bit of interest. I need to add my water on these weeks, but I went all the way up until Sunday, January 31st. So it just worked out really well, because then I can start out February 1st with a Monday and have a full 7 days on that. So I think that, oh no, here we go. So I also did a vitamin and supplement page, so you can see that these are the vitamins that I'm concentrating on, or the ones that I'm currently taking. And then here are the days of the month going right across, so the 1st through the 31st, and then I'm just coloring in as I take them. So today is the 5th, so I need to color in what I take today. I haven't been taking these 3 as much, but I need to get back into that, and then I will color those in as I take those as well. But that is as far as I went. I'm not sure there's anything else I really need to capture for January, so probably the next update that I'll do is maybe a January flip or a February process. I don't know. I'm not 100% confident on doing the process, just because it takes me personally so long to do stuff like this. I'm not sure why it takes me so long, because it's, you know, literally just boxes and plugging in information, but it really does take me some time. But I'm really excited about this. And again, I really like how the colors are popping. I think that it looks really pretty and much more visually pleasing than I thought it was going to be, you know, just given the color of the pages. But I'm a big fan of Kraft paper. I wrapped tons of Christmas gifts with it this year, and I just really enjoy using it. So I'm really glad that I accidentally made this choice. And then back here, this is again my pen testing. These are my Tombos, and I put down the numbers, and then here are my Stadlers, you know, and then this is just a Pitt pen with the Jelly Roll pen over it. And here is just me writing down what these are with the pen that it's describing. So yeah, just really messy, but again, this is just for me to reference as I move along. And that is it. This does have a pocket in the back. Archer and Olive comes in a really beautiful box. Obviously this video is not sponsored or anything, but just in case you're wondering, the presentation is really, really beautiful. This is like a linen fabric cover, so it is kind of hard, especially me. I have 3 pugs, to kind of keep, you know, this completely pristine, as far as like, once it gets a little pug hair in it, it doesn't want to come off. It does have a pen loop. It's just a really, really beautifully constructed journal / notebook. And they also have the B5 size, which I contemplated on using, but I did not want to bring that into the new year, just because I thought it was just overwhelmingly too much space for me to have to track, because I do have a couple other systems that I need to use. I mean, I don't have like 20 planners or anything like that, but I have a couple different notebooks and planners that I use for different things. So I chose this one, and I will probably end up ordering the next one in the next couple of months. I don't want to wait until I need it, because these take probably a good week or more to receive, depending. And, you know, I just want to make sure that I have it when I need it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And if you're still interested in my budgeting videos, just stay tuned, because I'm going to have one coming out this week. And I hope you all stay well, and that I see you very soon. Take care.